All right, so we've got clothespin um, with a rope, and I'm going to use the rope. I'm not going to use the clothespins. Okay, so we have wall decals with basically a little saying on them. We've got our, it kind of looks like stickers essentially, but they're wall decals. So I've got three of them, and I've got these little clipboards, which is what we're going to start with. So they're supposed to be a wall, or what do you call it, picture frame type where it sits on the desk. But we're not going to do that. We're going to take that off. And I have another idea for it. And then we have another bigger wall decal, which I will show you what I'm going to do with it later. But I thought I would take you guys along in the process of me doing, putting together this so that you can see all of this stuff came from the dollar store. I don't know if I might have mentioned it already. I might mention it again, but so it's a little inexpensive craft, but that's going to brighten up my walls, and that's the goal. So I don't like a lot of stuff on my walls anyway. So this was a happy medium, if I could say it that way. So I'm going to take all of the stuff off. Now, I'm a big coffee girl, so I'm going to leave the little pictures on here. I could make my own pictures, but we're going to leave those on. Now, this I don't necessarily need, right? So I'm just going to break it off. If it comes off, hopefully, there we go. So we won't need the back once you see what I'm going to do. So just bear with me for a moment as I open these. I wanted to start off fresh with them so that you all would be able to see my process. And hopefully my light is also not an issue. You want to have enough. So I thought these were cute little addition to any room, any area. And if I needed them for something else, I definitely would do it. But I think they're cute. They're simple. Um, you could probably also do some other things with them. I hopefully will think of something at some point, but as a decorative decor item, why not? And crafty, craft decor, you get all of that in one, right? Once you have the idea. And then here's the other little image, which is quite cute. I mean, I'm a coffee lover, as I said before. Now, they all that I saw they had were these two colors. If they had three different colors, I probably would definitely do three different colors. But for now, this works. So I'm going to take my clothespins off. I will probably use these for something else a little later. Um, I always have something. You could also probably use them as, um, for paperwork instead of stapling it. That's also, I mean, you could probably use it for anything, but that's what I would do for now. Now let's see if I can actually take this rope apart. And I don't need a lot. And I think this said it had 8 feet in it. So we're going to see. I just basically need enough, and I don't want it to be super thin. I like this double effect that it has here. So we'll probably see. So my idea is to use it on the wall. We're going to hang it, right? and I need enough for all 3 pieces. So if I do that amount times 3, I'm gonna use the double portion. Now I could also make a little knot here, which may or may not be cute. We're gonna find out, right? I could use this a couple different ways. So hopefully you guys can see that, right? Okay, so I'm going I don't want it to be messy. I want it to be neat. So I could either glue it on the back or I could glue it on the side. My original idea was to glue it on the side, but maybe on the back works better. Just so neat factors, right? But I want it to look cute. So that's what it would look like hanging on, or I could do it off to the side. So let me cut the other ones first, and then I'll do it. So this is how I'm going to measure it. So that they're all about the same length. So we've got 2. And then I'm going to do the last one and then put away the rest. Okay, so we're going to put that over there out the way with these things so that I know what I'm working with. And then we're going to put our 1, our 2, and our 3. Now these will have different ends, right? You see this? So I'm going to just tie it off just because I think that'll be easier. I don't got to worry about it separating or coming apart. I'm going to do it as close to the edge as possible. Okay. So we got that for that one. So 2 of them are done. Now I could make a knot on this one as well, just so they're identical. This is the one with the, and I think I will do that just so it's not that it will come apart. It's just so that they're all the same in terms of 2 knots on a strand. Yeah, you could actually probably decorate a whole wall with these and have little messages all around if you choose to do so. But for a few dollars, you get some decorations. Why not? So I love to have some motivational words in my spaces. All right, so that's where this idea came from. So we could do that way. I think that way looks better, right? So when I also hang it on the wall, it's going to look right. So my first idea was to not use these little images. I mean, I could also make more, of course, but to use my words on here like this. which means I wouldn't take the sticker off. But I don't want it to look tacky. I want it to have a clean look, you know. I don't like, I mean, I cut around the word, so I didn't want that type of vibe. So we're now gonna glue, and this is my glue, E6000. This stuff works pretty good. Um, I use it. So if you have, I have Mod Podge as well. If you have, I have tacky glue as well, but I want it to stay on there. So we're gonna give this type of vibe, right? And I'm gonna do it in line with my, so if you have a sheet or something to put your glue on, you want it to, because it will come out as you, I don't know if you can see it coming out. So you could put a napkin or a piece of plastic or something, because you don't want everything sticking together that don't go together. You feel me? So it's messy, so be prepared for that. It's kind of like a, and then I'm just going to stick my piece in place. Then we'll hold it down a little bit. Um, it should dry clear. It's not gonna dry messy, but it works like a glue gun if you have one. But it's only, I believe it works better in terms of it when it stays on there. It's gonna stay on there. Plus, I'm gonna be hanging it, so I want it to be able to do that. Okay, so we're gonna put that one aside over here, and I didn't take off one of my things, so we're gonna do that. I mean, I could cover that up and make it look extra beautiful, but for the purposes of this, we're not, because it's not necessary. Now you can see it's already having a moment. So you got to work with this glue. It's not like um, that easy. It is, but it isn't. So, and it comes out, it's thick. Let's just say that. But it works. So that's the one thing you will know. So I want it to be even. I'm going to lay it down like so. And I don't want to get my pieces together. I want it to stay. And it rubs off, so you don't got to worry about it sticking to you. Like, you can just rub it, and it's really like rubber cement. That's probably the best explanation for it. So if you've used rubber cement, then you know this is pretty good in how it works. So I'm going to put that over there to dry. All right, and we're going to do our very last one. And then I'm going to clean up right here. And then we're going to take this to the room that we're actually putting all these goodies in. My last. So you can see it's already coming out. And I'm going to go ahead and top it up just because we likes to wander. And then I can put that away over there.